Located in the former Rasmussen Furniture Building in Narrowsburg, La Cigogne, its name being French for the stork, opened at the end of last month. It offers a casual take on French cuisine with a view overlooking the Delaware River. It's the latest restaurant to relocate from New York City to the Catskill Mountains, and it's also the subject of today's Eating Upstate. Damien Frey grew up in the Alsace region of France. He first came to the United States in 2006 to study marketing as an exchange student at the University of Idaho. After graduating from college 2 years later, he returned to the United States and settled in New York City. Unable to find a job in his major, he took a job as a dishwasher at an Irish pub.
So the first time I came to the US was in January 2006, and I did a semester at the University of Idaho in Moscow, Idaho, for 7 months, majoring in marketing. And then when my visa expired, I went back to France. And since my girlfriend at the time was living here, I had to move back to New York. So I started as a dishwasher to pay my rent. And the ambition was to find a job in my field, which is marketing, but that never happened. And I just stayed within the restaurant industry, and I worked my way up. From that Irish pub, I went a Belgian restaurant as a busser, then runner, waiter, manager, and then that was for 5 years. And then I moved to an Italian restaurant in Midtown called Cafe Linda for 5 years, where I managed the place before opening my own place in Brooklyn.
The original La Cigogne opened in the Carroll Gardens neighborhood of Brooklyn in 2014. To quote La Cigogne's website, quote, "The bistro became a second home for many, a place where they could savor the finest French dishes from coq au vin to bouillabaisse." The strong sense of community that developed around the bistro was a testament to the power of food in bringing people together. Despite the restrictions, La Cigogne prospered during the COVID-19 pandemic.
When we were asked to close the restaurant in March 2020, we switched right away to takeout and delivery. And it was me, my chef, and a dishwasher running the place 7 days a week. And we did survive. It was tough, but we did it. And once the summer hits and we were able to accommodate customers outside, it was like perfect for us. I mean, we were like packed all summer long. And then the winter came and we built like individual heated greenhouse outside. And same thing, we were like busy every day.
In 2019, Frey's best friend bought a house in Narrowsburg. And like a lot of New York City residents, he found himself gravitating toward upstate during the pandemic.
So the reason why Narrowsburg, so pre-COVID, my childhood friend moved to Narrowsburg, and I was coming here to help him renovate his place. And the more I came, the more I, fell in love with the area, and in particularly Narrowsburg. So we decided to, look for a little something for us. We renovated the place for 3 months. And then we decided to, sell our place in Long Island and move here like permanently. The only thing that the way to go to the restaurant was like, way too long, was like 2.5 hours, the commute. So at that time, the restaurant in Brooklyn had 2 years left on the lease plus 5 option. And it was just, the good time for me to move on and try something else.
Frey closed the Brooklyn location of La Cigogne in 2022 and moved to Narrowsburg full-time. After relocating, he helped his friend with his pop-up, the wood-burning oven, but otherwise had no intentions of returning to the restaurant business. When he saw the vacant space where La Cigogne is now located, however, he had a change of heart.
So when we were, I think it was during the either the Bee Festival or the River Festival in Narrowsburg, there was it was on Main Street. We had our little stand on Main Street, and right behind us was the sign for like rent, looking for retail and restaurant space. So I did contact the landlord and visited the place the next week, and They came with like really good ideas on how to set up and what they were planning on doing with the space. And I was like, yeah, I'm in. Well, I just miss it. I miss the relation with the customers. I miss having a place that's buzzing, people enjoying their meal with their friends and family. I just miss the business. That's all I do. So at first, when I did close my restaurant, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm done. I did 8 years on my own and another 12 for other people. It's time for me to move on and find something else. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing that gives me, joy and happiness. It's a lot of stress, but I just love it. That's my thing. That's my new baby, and I'm gonna make it, successful.
La Cigogne opened on June 27th. As with the Brooklyn location, La Cigogne features wines from the Alsace region of France, and its menu sources from many local vendors.
So we're actually going to carry some wines from the Alsace region, like you said, the Riesling, the Pinot Noir, and the Gewürztraminer. But the rest of the wine list is from all over France, from the Loire Valley, from Bordeaux, Burgundy, Provence. So we have 100% wines from France. I've reached out to a few local vendors around here. So I'll be working with the name is called Roger That Bakery. They recently moved to Calicun, and he will. They are going to supply the bread for us. We're going to work with Liberty Fish Market, the Spruce Home Goods in Calicun for the cheese. The meat, we haven't decided yet. And for the veggie, there is two brothers in Livingston Manor that have a farm, and they're going to supply us with the vegetables as well.
Previously, Frey's commute was 2.5 hours combined. Now in Narrowsburg, his commute is less than 5 minutes each way. A move upstate also involves a change in pricing.
Well, for sure, we are not going to have the Brooklyn price. I want to try to be average price. Remember, we are not like a fancy French restaurant. It's a casual bistro. I want to stay competitive, and I want to gather, the entire community. Everyone. I want everyone to be able to come and visit us. So we are going to be priced very fairly, and I believe that it's a very competitive market out there, but we should be placed at the right spot. It's going to be not a new start, because I think Narrowsburg is doing well, but that's going to be a big, big plus for Narrowsburg.
La Cigogne is located at 90 Main Street in Narrowsburg. I'm Erin Shear. Eating Upstate is a production of WJFF Radio Catskill.